But first at 4, Vice President Kamala Harris in Houston today, giving a speech as part of her first full week on the presidential campaign trail.
She's speaking to thousands at the American Federation of Teachers National Convention at the George R. Brown Convention Center.
We have team coverage for you this afternoon with Victor Jacobo, who listened to the speech, and Trayson Bragg, who heard from teachers.
Victor, we start with you. What did the Vice President set out to accomplish today?
Yeah, Vice President Kamala Harris came to Houston to try to continue to introduce herself as well as her vision for the country. She also wanted to energize the teachers union here at this event. During her speech, she made a plea to the audience to have them help her propel her to the presidency. To applause and standing ovation, Vice President Kamala Harris sought to bolster support from American Federation of Teachers members by contrasting her policy platform with that of former President Donald Trump.
We need you so desperately right now. Today, we face a choice between two very different visions for our nation. One focused on the future, and the other focused on the past. And we are fighting for the future.
Harris, speaking to a friendly labor union crowd, hit on proposed policies at the intersection of the economy and education, including student loan forgiveness, affordable childcare, paid leave, and banning assault weapons. The head of the AFT says while the union was ready to back President Biden, the entrance of Kamala Harris as the likely Democratic nominee has sparked greater urgency.
She is fighting for regular folks in this country. She is fighting for everyone, and she's fighting to lift everyone up. And I think that's what you heard in this hall today. But really what you heard was how electric it was.
Meanwhile, the Harris County Republican Party took the opportunity to criticize Harris during her visit with a statement targeting the Biden-Harris record on the border and calling conference attendees woke educators and saying Harris, along with Joe Biden, have promoted policies that have hurt Texans. Now, Harris's visit to Houston coincided with the release of her first presidential campaign ad that hit on many of the similar themes that she had mentioned in her speech, not just defending the Biden-Harris administration record, but also looking forward. The aim there is to continue to motivate and energize voters. And speaking of energy and excitement, my colleague Trayson Bragg was also here at the GRB talking to some of the folks in attendance. Trayson, what did you hear?
Well, Victor, you mentioned excitement, and you hit the nail on the head with that. We spoke to a number of teachers from all over the country today who showed up and lined up here to get their chance to see the vice president speak in her first campaign appearance here in the state. And take a look at the lines. Many of the teachers telling us that they actually had to wait for more than an hour and a half to get to their seats, but they didn't mind waiting due to the magnitude of the event, according to them. Some of those teachers actually said that they actually changed their flight plans after learning the VP would be speaking at the event to ensure they didn't miss her speech at all, not even for a moment. Now, two common threads we heard from the teachers we spoke to. One, that they felt Harris's diverse background would allow her to possibly galvanize the nation if she was to become the first female president of the United States. And two, that they felt that this momentum that the VP seems to have right now as she starts her bid for the White House is part of a historic moment. And take a listen to what some of those teachers had to say.
She's smart, she's enthusiastic, she wants the job.
The whole thing has felt so historical, and I would love, as a woman, as a single mom, to say, you know, sometimes we do have to pick up and keep going, and she is proof of that.
She's mixed. She brings from different cultures. So it's women, and we can be whoever.
You see that final teacher getting emotional there. Emotions are something else that we did see quite a bit of today, but the teachers also adding that the part of the speech that really resonated with them was the part about student loan forgiveness for teachers and about helping them afford their lifestyle. So we're going to continue to have more on what the excitement was here, how much of it that we saw here. We'll show you that coming up at 6. I'll send it back to you all in the studio.